Nigerians and Africans in diaspora really need to listen to this, and they have to be a lot more careful. Right? I know all around the world there's an increased pressure on cash. Everybody's trying to make ends meet because price of things have gone up, expectations have gone up. There's a lot of financial pressure in many places, but remember, when there's a lot of financial pressure, that's where a lot of losses also happen because of desperation. All right. And where am I going with this? If you're Nigerian abroad, in the abroad, and you are planning to invest in Nigeria, you really have to be careful. You have to do your due diligence. A lot of things are not the way they used to be. Even if you see a lot of these big ads online and all that, you don't have to believe every of them. Start with doubt, and check until you can believe them. Not like you have to convince yourself to believe them. Do your due diligence, all right? Especially in areas like I don't want to badmouth any areas, all right? But as long as an investment, all right, you do your due diligence. There are some specifically targeted at Nigerians who are overseas. Why? They know that many times you don't have the resources or the people to help you do some of these verifications, and that's why many of them becomes victims of such scams, all right? Those are very organized scams, all right? So you have to be very careful, all right? So if you maybe plan to invest in maybe in real estate, in some investment portfolio and all that, do your due diligence. In fact, some of them wait until maybe you're in Nigeria, you have somebody trusted to go and verify the property, the land and all that. We've seen cases where they were allocating lands to people of lands that never existed. They were giving them papers and all that, and when they wanted to build, stories came out. Apparently, they had not even gotten allocation from the government. The allocation was not finalized, but they were already raising money, trying to raise off-takers. And some of them live lavish lifestyle and they just jet away. Your money is gone, you're in the abroad. You can't find many cases where you're not presently on ground, or somebody's on ground to fight for you. So you have to be really careful about that. Not just real estate, there are many other areas. Some of them, there could be some papers from the bank, some curated things that they know that a lot of people know nothing about. And guess what? They usually start with the first set to make them feel like they got rewards on their investment, and those will be testifying, oh, I invested this amount, I got this at the end of the month, I invested this amount, I got this at the end of 2 months, like that. They need those people to be able to lure other people to come in, and many times they look for very professional people, sometimes professors, sometimes doctors, professionals that we respect and all that, lecturers, sometimes even government workers and all that. They look for those kind of people because they know that they are much more believable than just any person on the street. And what do? They deal directly with them because they use money from other new investors to pay them, or some fund that they had to pay them. So these guys, they harvest testimonials from them and use them as a bait to get other unsuspecting people inside. So did they lie to the professors or some of these people at the top? No, but they use them. Many times, some of them even go back and bring in much money and get burned afterwards, all right? So you have to be very, very careful. It doesn't mean they're no legit investments, but do your due diligence, all right? Are those papers that they're presenting, are they correct? Have they been verified by the relevant authorities? Have you done your own check? Don't be wary of doing check, because why are you doubting? Why are you doubting? Doubt. Because if everything goes down, you won't get your money back. If at all you just get piecemeals here and there, and you've lost money, you've lost your trust quotient and all the stuff for them and any other thing. All right. So you have to be very careful. All right. Be it landed properties, be it business investments and all that. Do your due diligence. Sometimes you don't know what to do. Don't be in a hurry. You can fix the money. The interest may be small, you can fix it in a bank, and while you're doing your due diligence, your money can be giving you small returns, all right, while you're doing your due diligence. Don't be in a hurry, because many people have hurried their way to penury, they've hurried their way to depression. Yes, some may say, if they took advantage of this one so many years ago, they would have been here by now. So many years ago, it's not the same as today. The society has changed a lot, the country has changed a lot, so you have to be very, very careful. So that it's better you have the money you have and have it like that than to go and invest in certain schemes. They say no risk, no gain. Definitely no risk, no gain. But then you have to take calculated risk and know the terrain you're doing this risk upon, all right? Doing this risk at. So you have to be very careful, because more people are getting burned by the day, especially in the big cities and beyond the big cities, even some areas, some locales. You see some people, they will sell land and sell it to 5 people, knowing that this guy will never come back. There are some, they sell land to the people and hope that they never come. Maybe they die or stuff like that. Nobody knows about it and it's gone. Because they know that some people in diaspora, they don't want their family or the close associate to know their houses and so property. So they're trying to invest away from non-cost, because they don't want financial pressure and all that, because somebody will say, oh, you're trying to build a house or do this investment and I don't have money. So sometimes they're trying to stay away, and because of that, they don't tell people, and you play into their hands. And they dupe you, and you can't tell anybody as well. You see, so you're losing the game. So you have to be very careful. Do your due diligence. Be patient enough to do your due diligence, and you'll find. And of course, there's some reputable brands. Over time, they've built a reputation. All right, you can trust on their reputation. Some of them are not very flashy. Some of them are not as flashy as some of these guys coming up like that. It doesn't mean we are looking down on the new guys like that. Trust and credibility is a huge factor. Do your due diligence and you'll be glad you did. Investment no they finish, opportunities no they finish. They keep coming, but do your due diligence. There's some laws that people never recover from. I tell you that. So be very careful, especially financial losses. All right. If you're in diaspora, this is for you. And of course, if you're in Nigeria, you're within here in some part of Africa listening to this. This is also for you. You can take a cue from this and learn. But I'm just putting it out there for those in diaspora to be very, very careful, all right? I'm going to do a video after this that I talk about not just investment in properties and assets and investment portfolio, about starting businesses in Nigeria that